data manipulation. If you are trying to perform any insert operation or update, if you want to insert or update or delete any one of the record in the database, if you are trying to perform insert, update, delete in the database, if you are trying to perform any insert or update or delete in the database, then we go for DML operation. If our intention is to insert the data, update the data or delete the data, we are making an attempt to manipulate the data in the database. That manipulation can be insertion of new record or updation of existing record or deletion or undeletion. So if you try to make an attempt of performing this operation on the S object, we call it as DML operation, right? So when you want to perform the DML operation, we have the DML statements like insert, update, delete, undelete, merge, and upset. So what are the keywords that we have for the DMLs? Let me put down here. So we have the DMLs. In the DML we have insert, update, upset, delete, undelete. These are the DML operations what we are trying to perform on a subject. When you want to perform this DML operation, let us move on to the first story, which is a insert. What was this insert? This is used to insert one or more records into the subject. What is the syntax of this insert? If you want to insert, the syntax what we have is insert this object, or we can make an insert on a single record or on a group of records. Our insert operation can be on a single record or a group of records. Generally, when you are making an attempt to insert the data, generally when you are trying to insert a data, we are trying to take example account ACC equal to new account. ACC dot name, right, testing phone. We are trying to put up the data. Then we are trying to insert ACC. The moment I say insert ACC, it is going to verify all the system validation rules, then all the custom validation rules, then it is going to insert the data. The moment I say, when you make an attempt to insert the data, it is going to cross check. It is going to cross check the system validations and custom validation. So what do you mean by system validations and custom validation? Now when I say system validation, is the data type is compatible or not? Now the data type of the field is email. We are trying to enter the number, incompatibility. The data type of the field is number. We are trying to enter the string, incompatibility. Now it is a required field. The data what we are expecting is a required field, but you not enter the data. This is what system validation rules. System validation rules always verify compatibility of the data. Required fields are entered or not. Is the length is meeting the requirement or not? At the time of creating a field, I told the length of the field is 40 characters, but you have entered the 50 characters. Now it is not meeting up your requirement. So it is going to verify the system validation rules. Then it is going to verify the custom validation rules. If everything is okay, then the data will be inserted into database. So whenever we make an attempt to insert the data into database, system validation rules will run first, followed by the custom validation rules, then followed by attempt to insert the data into database. Right. The moment the record is inserted into database, automatically ID of the record will be generated. The ID of the record will be generated only after the record is successfully inserted into database. I hope you got my point here, right? Okay. Now, the question here is, now look at the context. Now, I was making an attempt to insert the data. My requirement is, I want to insert account, contact and opportunity from a single page. My requirement is, I was supposed to insert account, contact and opportunity from a single page. Then how would you make it? How will you make it? Now, as per my, if I take a VF page with a standard controller, I can only refer to one object. But my requirement is, I want to take more than one object. So when my standard controller is not meeting up my requirement, then I'll go for custom controller. If I cannot achieve my requirement with the help of standard functionality or a standard controller in the VF page, then I prefer to go to the custom logic. My custom logic is always defined with the help of Apex class. Okay. Now let us take a quick example to demonstrate the same. Okay. Now, look at the context carefully. I think we have done the right. What is the value of the ACC? ACC is null. Right. Now, public page reference. Why I was creating a page reference? Once a record is created, I want to insert the data into database, then go to the concerned record which was inserted. The ID of the record will be generated only after the record is successfully created. Now I have told you already, whenever we are making an attempt to insert the data, always prefer to go for a try catch. The exception is always a good practice when making a DML operation, because we are not sure what type of automated actions are running at the back end. Any one of the automated action may fire the exception. There may be a validation rule, there may be a trigger which may interrupt your operation. We are not sure what is going to happen at the back end, what are the automations that are available at the back end that may lead to destruction of this insertion. That's the reason always it's a good practice to make a DML operation within a try catch, so that in case any unexpected error occurs, we know how to handle it. We don't want the system generated error to be printed. Never the system generated error should be printed on the application. Now, any error that is getting populated on the UI should be user friendly message or the user understandable message. It should not be a system generated message. That is the reason always it's a good practice to generate DML operation within the try catch. Now we are trying to put up try. Insert if everything is going good. Right. Before inserting the data, I want to check, are there any duplicate records with the same name? If there are any duplicate records with the same name, don't allow the insertion. If there are any duplicate records with the same name, don't allow the insertion. So what should I do? Integer count. Check out, are there any accounts with the same name? If there are accounts with the same name, then I'm looking at if count is greater than 0, boss, there exists a duplicate record with the same name. I wrote a SQL query, select account from account. Whenever we are applying a count functionality, we are going to get an integer value. Now find out, are there any accounts with the same name? Yes, we are getting the count. If count equal to 0, there are no record exists with the same name. count is greater than 0, there exists a duplicate record with the same name. It can be one record or two record or a number of records. So if the count is greater than 0, I was trying to make if count is not greater than 0, then I was saying P equal to P. Then we have done the similar type of example, but we have appended few more logics in this. No. So here we are giving the same story, the error we are trying to. So this is how we have created. Then we have run. If the record is not inserted, duplicate record found, we are adding a error message P equal to null. If record is inserted, P equal to ID of the record. If record is throwing an exception, P equal to null. Null means come back to the same page. Not null, go to the consent page. I hope everyone is good. So when I am making an attempt to insert the record, first I am verifying are there any duplicate records. If there are any duplicate records, throw an error message. If there are no duplicate record, insert the record, navigate to the detail page of the record. If there is any DML exception that is raised while you are making an insert operation, then throw error message, boss, this is the error what is generated. Then this is what I was trying to generate here. Go back to the VF page. Now I'm just trying to give a code name. Now we also have right, boss. This is the story what we receive. Right, we are trying to insert the data. Right, meanwhile, before the file saves, everyone is good with this logic? Right, what was the story here? records in the account. If duplicate record is found, then throw error message. If the duplicate record is not found, insert the new record and navigate to the DML operation failed. So this is what we entered. This is what we are trying to make an attempt. Once I create the page, later I will use this to replace the standard pages. Whatever the functionality I have done with the Visual Force, this I will use to replace the standard functionalities. When I click on a new button, my new button should not work. This should work. When I click on edit, the standard edit button should not work. My custom logic should run. The end of the game is whatever I was trying to build, this I am going to embed in the standard pages. Replace the standard pages with my custom pages. Okay, that's what we are going to do. For that, we are just trying to build our own pages so that we can go and replace the standard pages which are there in the functionality. The record was successfully inserted into database. The same story, again repeat. The duplicate record exists. If the DML fails, the same error we are going to generate. Now, look at the context. This is a straight away example because we are inserting the data into a particular S object. But I have a business requirement like this. My business requirement is we had a opportunity with the opportunity item. What was this opportunity with opportunity item? Now, this is an opportunity which is created. These are the list of products which I am contributing for my opportunity. These are the list of products which I am contributing to my opportunity. Am I right? Now, there is an opportunity with opportunity line item. Now, in a single go, I want to create a structure like this. Look at my context here. I have a requirement like this. My requirement was, you find a page like this. Here, name of the company, phone number, some data. Okay. Some data I have there. This is the name of the customer who want to place an order. Now customer is coming and he is saying that, boss, I want the following products. Now we registered the customer and he was saying he requires the following products. Opportunity will be created based on the products what you select. Now once you select the products, the total amount of money that is associated with this complete products what you selected, that becomes my opportunity. Boss, I am willing to purchase this. Now if I purchase all this, your company will get this much amount of money. But I am willing to purchase. If you can convince me, I'll purchase it. If I can purchase it, your company will get this much amount of money. So opportunity money is coming based on the products what you are selecting. It's not straight away, right? If it is a renewals, straight away amount will come. Even if it is a renewal, which product you want to renewal? I have taken an insurance policy. I want to pay the premium. You are paying the premium of so and so rupees on which product? Am I right? Your premium is paid on which product? Now every year I am paying the money of premium. Is on which product? So the opportunity amount is contributed from the opportunity line items. The opportunity line items will contribute to the opportunity. So what I am doing here, I have a story. Product name. Quantity. Product name, quantity. Any description you want to give, you can give it. So I want to give I am doing a partial functionality of this. Extension I will be doing in when I go to scripting classes. Here I have add. When I click on add, one more is. Now I also want to give delete operation. First let me make a basic structure. This out. Then what should happen? The above data is customer details. Below data is opportunity items. Now opportunity items are child of opportunity. Opportunity items are child of opportunity. When I click on save, what should happen? One account should be created. One contact should be created. One opportunity should be created. For that opportunity item should be created. You get my point? Now I want to register a new customer where my customer is the company. Now when I am registering a customer with the company name, now I also need to know the contact of the company, right? Then what are the products that he is showing to interest on this? Now when he is showing the interest, I am only entering the product name. Based on the product name, I will not be knowing the price. When I enter the product name, I was supposed to create product name and quantity. If I enter, that is supposed to go, but I have to give sales price. I will give the sales price. Now based on this, account should be created, a contact should be created, opportunity should be created, with opportunity line item should be created. But practically, what are you entering? Company name, contact person, products. Okay, are you getting my point? So, okay, Capital Info Solution, Satish from Capital Info Solution approached, okay, Lenovo showroom, and he told we require 3 Lenovo laptops and 2 desktops from Lenovo for our company. Then I told they collect the data. What is your company name? Capital Info Solution. What is your name? Satish. Okay. Then what are the products? Lenovo. Okay. Which model? So and so model. How many quantity? 2. Lenovo. How many model? Okay. Which model? So and so model. Which? Okay. Which? How many? 2. Desktop. How many? 2. When I click on the save, internally it will create company as an account, person as a contact, and opportunity on the name of company. For that opportunity, these are the opportunity relatives. Did you get my context? Right now, I also have standard functionalities, but my standard functionality says this is my standard functionality. But my standard functionality says first to go to account, create an account. Come to opportunity, create an opportunity. Go to opportunity record, create an opportunity item. Now I don't want to do all these at different pages. I want everything to be at one single page. Are you clear about this? Are you clear about this? Right. Now, to do it at one page, I am trying to build it. Now, the challenge what we have is, based on the product name, I will find out the product price. Based on the product name, I have to find out the product price. Based on the product name, I have to find out the product price. Now, look at this. Add product. Selected. Quantity 5. The sales price is auto generated, right? The sales price is auto generated. Now, how do you know the sales price? How do you know the sales price? Go to the product. Okay. For your understanding purpose, I will just show quick tool called workbench. Software coding. On which object we are going? Here we have product name, product code. Now, are you able to see any price here? Are you able to see any price here? External ID, family ID, active, product code, quantity. There is no field called price. Then where is the price? Price should be generated. Now there is internally one more object. See, the requirement doesn't seems to be simple at the front end. The back end, the data need to be fetched from different objects. Now we have a object called price book entry. We have object called price book entry. In the price book entry, we have now what is this price book entry? It is a junction object between price book and price book entry. Okay, price book and product. It is a junction object between price book and product. Now look at the story. I am going to the products. Then new product. Like this I gave products. So I was supposed to get the prices of this. Prices of these products are internally stored in an object called price book entry. I hope first the requirement is clear for everyone. The requirement is clear. So internally what should happen? Creation of product, account, contact, opportunity line item. If I want to create an opportunity line item, what are the fields we have? So we came to know there is a dependency between product 2 and price book entry. Why we require a product 2? Because I am going to enter the product name. Based on the product name, you have to know the ID of the product. If you know ID of the product, I can go to the product, okay, price book entry. I can find out the price of the product. Okay. So I am giving here. First, I will try to give a simple example for you. Look at this. First, I will try to tell you the issues here so that you can find out why I am going for this operation. Opportunity. Basically, these are the fields of opportunity. Close date. Then I am giving insert. Opportunity is created. Opportunity. Now opportunity item is child of opportunity. Whenever two objects are connected to each other, by a standard lookup relation or a master detail relation, then we are supposed to add ID after the field name. If two objects are connected by a lookup or a master detail field, and the field was created by a Salesforce, name of the field followed by ID. That's the reason owner ID, account ID, like that we used to get. If it is a standard lookup field, what we are supposed to do? ID we should add it up. OL dot opportunity ID equal to dot OL dot. Then we had product name. So look at the fields what we have. Is it a product name or a just a name? Opportunity item. If you look at this context, here we have name, list price. Go to this product name. What is the name of the product we gave? Admin. Then we have quantity. Quantity 4. OL dot list price. Execute. Execute. Right. Field opportunity line item dot name not writable. Now already we have a field here, right? Look at this. Already we had a field here. Name. So what is happening here? We are unable to put the name. Why we are not able to put the name? It is expecting ID. You cannot directly enter the product name. It is expecting an ID. So what I am doing? Product 2 P equal to name equal to. I got the ID of the product. Then I am giving D equal to Execute. List price not writable. You're not supposed to get the list price. You're supposed to get the list price. Already we have a field called list price. You're able to see here. List price is already there here. List price is already there. But it is not allowing you to put the list price. It is not allowing you to put the list price. Then what is the option? Chalo. Let us go with unit price. Now, if you want to get the list price, what should I do? Price book. Entry E equal to select ID from where product ID. For this product, whatever the entry is there, get that entry. Then make that entry equal to. So try to look at this. We are getting the field shows you the same. But what is happening? Internally they are showing, but they are not expecting the directly value. They are expecting IDs of the corresponding entries. The lookup, when you say they are showing list price, unit price, but they are not expecting you to enter the straightaway value. They are asking you to go back to the corresponding product, enter the product ID. They are asking you to go to the price book ID equal to 0. Execute. Right. Now go back to the store. Go back to the object. Opportunity. Testing. Sales prices. Is it all clear for everyone? Okay. If you want, we can skip off this point. If you want, I can skip off this point. I'll do one point here. Just I'm making this DML to let you know we cannot straight away put the name of the product. We cannot straight away put the list price. So what we are supposed to do, we can avoid the product to. If I avoid the product to, straight away I kept price book entry. Because the price book entry has product ID. The price book entry has the product ID. Go back again. Testing. So price book ID, if you know, price book entry, if I know, the price book entry already has name of the product and quantity of the price of the product and the price book to which it belongs to. So if you want to make a DML, it is not straight away you cannot enter the data. We are supposed to make some DML and SQL queries on corresponding price book and product. First, I'll give the basic story about these two objects. Then we make this requirement. I hope the requirement is clear. Okay. Here I want to convey, it is not straight away insertion of the data. We are supposed to search for the required data on different objects, get the data and upload to this object. Now here, I will try to give you a picture about it. We have a product 2. This is one object. Another object is price book. Product object, price book object. Here I had admin product, integration. Here I have standard price book. Now here we have price book entry. In the price book entry they say then I want to say admin product on standard price book, admin product, capital price book, dev product on standard price book, Div product. Right. So what was this? Price book entry is a junction between. Now what is the cost of the product? Where is the details about the product? Details about the price of the product is in price book entry. If you want to know the price of the product, I have to go to the price book entry, get the corresponding price. Right? So what should I do? If I want to know the price of the product 2, P equal to select where name equal to admin. Now this product has different prices in different price book. The product is having different price in standard price book, different price in capital price book. So what should I do? Which price book you want? So this product, this price book. Now what I want to do now? Now I want to get the price. Select list price from price book 2, where product 2 ID equal to P dot that particular product and price book 2 ID. This particular price book. Get me the value of the product. Okay, value of the particular product in this particular price book. Select the list price from the price book entry where product ID equal to this and price book equal to PB.ID. Are you getting my point? In the product object, we have only list of products. In the price book object, we have only list of price books. Okay, this particular product in this particular price book, what is the cost? It is available in price book entry. In the sales cloud, is very commonly used objects because the code creation, order creation is the major functionality of your sales cloud. I hope you got the point. So price book entry is a junction between product and price book. Okay. Now if I write a SQL query on price book, then I get the price of the product. Once I get the price of the product, then if you want to apply the same price, you can apply. You want to modify the price, you can modify it. Then I can make opportunity line item. So if you want to create a opportunity item, you should get the price book entry. You should know what is the standard price. Now I cannot give my price directly. I cannot give my price directly. Now I have to give the price which was already there in the price book. Okay, in the entries. We already have an entry book. In the entry book, whatever the prices are given, the same price has to auto populate. The same price has to auto populate. Right? We should not enter our prices manually. Are you getting my point here? So I need to go for writing a SQL query on this. This is required for what? Creating one opportunity line item. Opportunity line item is created for whom? Opportunity. Opportunity is created for whom? Customer. Customer is who? Company. Now who is the concerned person? Contact. So account, contact, opportunity with opportunity item together will create one opportunity. Right? Is that was clear? That's what I am trying to build it up. Now it has become complexity because I am not going to enter a single product. Now at the time of entering, I will enter only name of the product. At the time of entering, I will only enter the name of the product. Okay. So let us come back to the story. So I'll try to build this requirement. I hope requirement is clear. Everyone has got the requirement. Look at the story. Public account. Now, right. Now the question is, opportunity item name is not writable. When I tried to assign the value, they told it's not writable. So I cannot straight away take opportunity item name. So what I require? In that case, I require proper class. I require a proper class, public class. Public string. Right. So public list of then I was giving, we'll do line by line. First, so I was giving AGC equal to this one. Public void. While creating, there is no problem with creation of account opportunity contact, right? So what was that? Insert account, no problem. Insert opportunity. Now this contact should be what? CON dot account ID. Contacts account ID. Now contact should be a child of account, right? Now how the contact become a child of account? In the lookup field, we have to enter the ID of the account to whom I want to make a change. Now I will become a child of you. I will become a child of you. I will become a child of you if I enter ID of your record in my lookup field. In my lookup field, if I pass the ID of you, you become my parent. In the lookup field, if I enter the ID of you, you become my parent. So con dot account ID equal to ACC dot ID. Similarly, opportunity. You know what the opportunity here? Because opportunity data is not entered from the UI, we are going to create manually. Opportunity name equal to opportunity name. Opportunity dot account ID equal to. So account inserted, contact inserted, account inserted, contact inserted, opportunity inserted. Now the question here is, now we need to insert the opportunity item. That is a major story for us. How do you insert the opportunity item? Based on the products what you entered, based on the product names, we have to get the product IDs. Based on the product names, you have to get the product IDs. Based on the product name, I have to get the product IDs. If I get the product IDs, then I can enter the, okay, I can enter. Now look at the point here. First, fetch. create a map, product name as key, product name as a key, product ID is a value. Now I will tell you why I was doing this. Based on the product name, I have to get the product ID. If I know the product ID, I can get the price book entry. If I know the product name, I can get the price book ID. So create a map with ID as a key. Now tell me what may be the story in this case. If I know the product name, I can get the product ID. First map, if I give the product name in the first map, they give me product ID. If I give the same product ID in the second map, they give me price book ID. If I give the product name, you are giving. If I give the product name, you are giving. If I give the product name, you are giving. Okay, product ID. If I give the product ID, you are giving price book entry. That's what I want to use. Right? Then how do you get this? All the product names. For P. Get all the product names in a list. Then I was giving it names dot add p dot. In this wrapper, name is the product name. Whatever the product name you are entering, all the product names I kept in a list. Then I'm giving Redis SQL Then what I'm doing, list of the major reason why I was supposed to write such a long logic is it is not a good practice to write a SQL query in the loops. If you are allowed to write if you want to bypass a good practice, in a single line we can achieve entire operation. One for loop, okay, the for loop, write a SQL query to get the product ID based on the name. But it's not a good practice to write a SQL query in the loop. There is a reason we are trying to, okay, write the lengthy logics here, where name in. So get me all the products based on the names which are available here. Based on the product names, get it. Now once you got all the products, what I'm doing, then we are putting the data. Product map dot put p2 dot name p2 dot. Now look at the logic till here. If everyone is good with this logic, I'll go ahead. What did I do? What did I fetch all the product names from the list of? Now what all the product names are there? Those product names I got. Once I know the product names, Write a SQL query to get the list of products based on the product names. Now these are the product names what I entered. These are the product names what I entered. Based on the product names, I can put a set because you may go with duplicate entries. Okay. Now get me all the products. Once you got the products, product name is the key, product ID is the value. Now product name, product value. See line number 33 to 36. Anyone has any query? Go through this. Let me know if you have any query on this. Line number 33 to 36. What did I do in the line number 33? I wrote a SQL query to get the list of products. Then what did I do? I kept this value in a map. What did I put? Product ID, okay, product name as a key, product ID as a value. Now finally, what is there in the map? Product name as a key, product ID as a value. I wrote a SQL query. Whatever the data I received, the data, product name I kept in a map, product name as a key, product ID as a value. Is that was clear? Line number 33, 34, 35, is that was clear? Similarly, once you know the product names, once you know the product IDs, can you get the price book entries? Now how do you get the fetch all the product? How do you IDs from the map? How do you fetch the product IDs? Product ID is a value. From the map, how do you get the values? List of IDs. Value is equal to map dot values will give you list of values. Map dot values will give you list of values. Key set will give you keys. Dot values will give you values. Map dot key set will give you keys. Map dot values will give you values. Map dot key set will give you keys. Map dot value will give you values. Now, if you know the IDs of the products, write a SQL query to fetch all the prices. And I was giving list of price book entry ID. Where up to ID in whatever the product IDs I have, based on the product IDs, get the price, okay, product entries. Then put them in a map for then we have what is the map we are taking here? Entry map dot put p dot product ID and price book entry. Right. So this is the reason why we don't go with real time example on every concept. If you go like this, you will not follow it. Okay. So we try to make things simple and try to achieve in one single go, couple of scenarios together, we'll implement on real time implementation. Okay. When the people ask real time example on every one single statement we cover, okay, nothing will get into your mind. Okay. Got the story, right? That's the reason we try to see how it can be simplified to get you concept in one single go, all together, 4 or 5 concepts together. We'll try to implement one example so that everything will be covered in that example. Okay. Right. Now, this is how we got it. So finally, what happened? We got a map. Finally, what happened? Product ID. Okay, product name, product ID, product name, product ID. Then we got product ID, price book entry. Then what we do? We are supposed to create now. So we have PL For every product we are trying to create one. Price is not necessary here now. Okay. Opportunity line item. No. Opportunity line item. Then we have opportunity line item dot Facebook ID equal to. How do you get the opportunity line item product? Okay, ID. Now here we need to get ID, product ID equal to product map dot get off PL dot. If I give a product name, product ID I am getting. ID dot entry ID equal to entry map dot get off. If I give product ID, we are getting entry ID. That entry ID we are giving here. OP1 dot quantity equal to then I was trying to insert. Don't worry, I'll re-explain the entire concept from beginning. This was the overall concept we had. What was that? Opportunity I will try to re-explain the context. Go to this. What was the list price and what is quantity? It should be integer. Okay. So let us try to get the story. I will try to explain the step-by-step procedure. Try to follow my instructions. First one, insert the account. Account data we are entering in the VF page. The data is inserted. Then, second step, create a contract for the above created account. Okay. Account and contact objects are connected by lookup field. Name of the lookup field. Name of the lookup field is what is the name of the lookup field? If lookup between two objects is created by Salesforce, then we need to append ID after the then. So if field name is account, then account ID. That's how we got this story. Contact.account ID equal to ACC.ID insert contact. Is that was clear? Right? Third step. Create a opportunity for above account and opportunity are connected by lookup. Standard lookup field. So refer the field as where we are supposed to give ID of the account to which we are inserting. Now, is that was clear till here? Right, Amma? Is that was clear here? Clear, everyone? Okay. Then, I'm going with fourth step. Then I'm going with the fourth step. Get all the product names, enter the, get all the product names, enter in the VF page. All the product names are stored in list of product names. In the product list, we have a variable called name. Get the name from this. If you want to get the name from this, create a set. I took a set product list. It is a list of elements. Take one by one element from the list. Put all the names of the whatever the product names are there. Put them in a list. Right? Is this step was clear for everyone? So in the list, what all the products you entered, that name I kept in a separate list here. Then what happened? Create a map with product name as a key, product ID as a value. Create a map with the product name as a key, product ID as a value. So here I am taking here I'll put it. Here I'm giving write a SQL query, get all the products based on the names fetched in step. In step 4, what are the names we fetched? Based on the names what we fetched, get all the products. Now these are the product names. So what I'm doing? Select ID from product 2 where name is in product names. Based on the names of the product, get all the product ID. Okay, product. Writing a SQL query and I brought the products. Then I told create a map with the product name as a key, product ID as a value. Create a map with the product name as a key, product ID as a value. Map of product name, comma, product ID. Then take one by one products from list of products fetched from step C. In step number 6, step number 5, what are the products we fetched? Take one by one product. So what I'm doing? Step number 5, we got a list of products. Take one by one product, put them in a map. Put the data in map. Now what I have done? Products, product name, product ID. Take one by one product, put the product name in the map as a key, product ID as a value. Then step number 8. Fetch all the values from the product map. Fetch all the values from the product map. How do you fetch all the map from the product map? The map. From the map, if you want to fetch map name dot values, you got the product names. Then based on the product IDs fetched in the step. Write a query to fetch. Now, if I know product IDs, if I know the product IDs, I can write a circle query. Get me the IDs where product ID is in the list of values. Now you got the list of product. Is there what? Okay, for you. Then once you're done with this, create a map with product ID as a key. Product ID as a key. Create a map. Okay. Create a map. The product ID as a key and product ID entry as a value. Then we are going to take step number 11. Take one by one record. List. Fetched from step number 9 and create a map. This is how we create. Then create opportunity. So here what I'm doing, pass the product name, get the, we pass the product name, we get the product ID. Pass the product ID and get. This is what we are trying to do. Go through it. It takes some more time for me to implement the complete example. Tomorrow I will re-explain, but meanwhile you can go through the code. And what you are supposed to do is, you are supposed to understand product object, price book object, price book entry. This is very, very, very commonly used functionality on Salesforce. Because code creation, order creation, opportunity creation, this is very common. Just go through the objects of product object, price book object, and price book entry. Once again, I will revise this context in the tomorrow's class. Right? Sure.